there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a distance Reiki session where I have a tarot card spread in front of me to help guide the energy, and then I pulled a plethora of crystals to help direct that energy as we work through it. A few things before we get started. I do need your consent to work on your energy, so either out loud, in the comments, in your head, wherever you feel most comfortable, just consent to receive this energy healing. Also, if you guys are interested in an ad-free version of this, I do have an ad-free version posted for my members only channel. And if you guys have requests, let me know in the comments. So yeah, with that, let's get started. I'm going to start, I will also link the descriptions of the crystals in the box below, so don't feel like you have to remember them if you happen to like them. The first crystal we're working with tonight, and the theme of the night, is going to be green crystals. This is actually called blue aragonite, but it looks very green to me. And the theme here that we're working with for energy is unity. It's going to be our anchor grounding word to center us and bring us all back to where we need to be. As you start to settle in, just start to take notice of your body and space. Where are your arms? Where are your feet? Where is your head? Are you comfortable? If you're not, please adjust yourself so that you are. Start to settle in and relax. Notice if you have muscles that are tense or clenched. I saw some shoulders relaxing there, and some, especially if your shoulders are up to your ears, just bring those down a little bit. One of the reasons that unity is our theme, our anchor card, our anchor word rather, is the speed at which life has been moving. It's been very, very fast-paced, very rapid. And when you finally stop to take a moment to rest and process, you can start to realize that some of the actions that may have been taken could be at work, it could be in society, it could be within your home life. You might start to notice that those decisions that you weren't able to stop and have input on aren't something that you would have agreed to had you had the opportunity to intercede or speak up. And that can be very frustrating. So we're just taking this moment to acknowledge those feelings and then let them go back down to earth. What's done is done. There's no reason to get frustrated about what has happened and how things are. You can feel some of that like tension and anger boiling up in you. Just let it go. You already know you're upset. There's no reason to give those feelings the spotlight if they don't need to. You know you're frustrated. You've acknowledged that. Now just let it go. And I'm usually a proponent of feel your feelings, but this feels like it's been sort of a repeating theme or pattern. And so you've already felt these feelings before. You don't need to feel them again, just let them go. And to kind of help with this, we're going to grab ruby fuchsite. This is not another one that I have not pulled out very regularly. This is going to bring us back to this unity word. There's very much this desire to continue in the overindulgence, the fast-paced life, the things to cause you to escape from the reality in which you sit. And that might take the form of like alcohol or other substance use. But that's only a temporary fix. It's like a band-aid to the work that you need to do. Oh, that's a big feeling that gave me a little bit of the wobbles. Just let it go. I'm gonna pull out some of that indulgent energy. Your head might be spinning a little bit. It's okay. Come back to your body. Reaffirm where in space your hands are, your feet, your torso, your head. If you can, shake out your shoulders, shake out your neck. Feel that tension having melted from your back a little bit. You're doing great. The next crystal we're going to use is Green Adventurine, and this is a heart-opening crystal. In catching up with life, there's this desire for you to want to try and control the situation, to intercede, to step in, to have your voice heard. There's an analogy that another content creator uses regularly, and I really like this analogy for this moment. Everybody has balls that they're juggling, and some are either glass and some are rubber. Some are going to bounce back if you drop them, and some are going to shatter if you drop them. What you're wanting to control so heavily right now is a rubber ball. Sometimes it's better to drop that ball, let go of control, and allow other people the space to grow and learn from this situation. Even though you know the right answer, you might have the solution, it might not be your lesson to learn right now. And part of the unity of this is coming back to recognize when to intercede and when to let go. And sometimes by letting go, you're creating this unity, because it might be that whatever this situation is, whoever is involved with it, they already know that you know the answer and they know what you would say, but sometimes they have to find out for themselves. And by giving them the space to do that, you're more likely to create unity in the future of the wisdom and the forethought by having them come to you as opposed to you forcing it on them. And that can be really hard, especially if you're thinking about this situation at a societal level, because it might actually feel like a glass ball, even if you don't recognize it to be the rubber ball that it is. So, Green Adventurine is opening your heart. Because what comes with letting go of the control is going to be your own new wisdom and insights to be gained. Getting lots of chills with this one. Okay, we're moving right on to the next one. This is Kambaba Jasper. This feels very heavy and dense. If you need to fall asleep, that's okay. This is a lot of energy to move. This might be something you want to take in a couple times too, because it's a lot. Sometimes by letting go of that control and letting others find out the hard way, it's going to allow others to approach a situation in a way that you might not necessarily have done. And that's going to yield different results than you expect and know. So even if you're not directly able to intercede or control, you're still going to have lessons and learnings from this. This energy feels very dense, and it very much is. The card we're working with here is the Hierophant, and it's rooted in tradition and this elaborate system of things that have built up to be the way they are for a reason. It's ruled by rules and order and collaboration and this kind of this unity that we're driving to. It's an imperfect system, but it's as close to perfect as is possible in this moment, because it is a collaboration, a conglomeration of all the different perspectives. But by trying to squash and control others' inputs into the system, it's gosh. Well, first of all, it's choking the words out of everybody else. It's driving divisiveness by shutting down the voices that need to be heard, that need the input, that need the learning. It causes folks to turn away from the system of tradition. So allow that ball to drop, allow those people to do and learn for themselves, and allow those others to come and input into the system so that they can adapt it and change it and learn from it. And you can too, by doing so through others. There's also this bit of ego here in this, this bit on the other side too, that you need to acknowledge that when you're being handed a situation to be responsible for, that I lost the words. Part of the driving of the unity is acknowledging that everybody is coming from a place of goodness. Nobody is trying to destroy what is. We're trying to shape and mold the situation so that everybody is represented, not just those that have been. I feel this very deeply. I feel this in my throat, and there's this desire to cry and let it out. And if you need to, that's okay. Do what you need to do. This Kambaba Jasper is a very dense energy, so I think we're going to put this down for now, because what we're ultimately driving at with this unity is abundance. And we're going to do this with malachite. I love the malachite for abundance. For one, it vibrates very closely to money in my view of the world. So it is my favorite money stone, but I also associate money with abundance, and so, oh hey, the card we're working with is also talking about financial abundance, so this feels appropriate. We're going to anchor in this energy of abundance by coming back to this word unity. We're going to be able to create a win-win situation for everybody. Call it a win-win-win-win, a triple win, whatever you want to call it. I know there's a lot of like business-like terms out there. There's enough room in this world for everybody. There is enough resources, there is enough space, there is enough work, there is enough. And so the rapid change that we've gone through to get where we are today can be distressing, can be upsetting. Let it go. It's a rubber ball. We're going to come back to order and tradition, and we'll get to a place where everybody's voice is heard, not just those that have shaped the traditions and systems into what they are today. We're going to mold it for everybody. It might happen very quickly, but it's nothing to be afraid of. This is how evolution has worked. This is how the planet has worked. And there's no reason to fear it. If anything, it's something to look forward to. This abundance, this happiness, I want to say new world order, but that comes so loaded. That's not the right frame of mind to come into this. The only constant in life is change, and so learning to embrace this change in a way that is comfortable for you, and that might be turning off the outside world, but don't isolate yourself in a way to escape from the world. Come back to your body, connect with nature, connect with your people around you. You might be going outside on a walk with your best friend. That would accomplish all the goals here. Might be going to jump into a very cold lake with a dozen strangers because polar plunges are a thing. Then you get a little certificate afterwards. It's coming back to find your humanity, and that you haven't lost it. It's always been there. But to step away and remember the beauty of being human. What brings you joy? Are you flying down a hill on your bike? Are you learning to cross-country ski? Are you just waking up and looking outside to see the gorgeous pink sky and the beautiful day that's coming to you? Whenever you feel othered or disconnected, come back to your body. Find your hands, find your feet, your head and your torso. Find them in space. Open your eyes and look around where you are. And be there. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.